Hey guys, this is Phil. Welcome to where everyone solves on the HuDong Light. The HuDong brand is associated with FanXin, which is, I guess, infamous for releasing fruit and terrible 3x3s. But don't click away from this video now. I promise you that we have a lot to show you with these cubes. This cube comes in 3 versions, standard, flagship, and ultra. Standard has all the features that you need with the bong core and the feet magnets. The flagship version has UV coating, and the ultra version has maglev. So all the versions are in the $20 to $30 price range, making it quite economical for what you're getting. If you're interested in this cube, come check it out at TheCubicle.com. Let's go check out some solves. Guess I'm sitting here, so I'll go first. I think the HuDong is a fantastic first release. The cube is highly functional and has all the fundamentals of good design, and plus, the designer is a really cool guy. That said, I don't think I'm compatible with this cube due to its weight. It's around 80 grams, making it much heavier than my Weilong V10 and the GAN 15. Each turn feels noticeably heavier and carries more momentum than what I'm used to / expecting. There are a lot of great choices for 3x3 cubes in the market right now, and because of that, I don't think I can force myself to main this cube. I can definitely tell it's good, but this one's not for me. All right, well that's all for me. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Hi, I'm Steven. The HuDong Light is this designer's first major release, and it's a really good one. Out of the box, it was a bit scratchy, but after setting it up and breaking it in, it has a really unique, stable yet flexible feel. I don't really know how to describe it, but I haven't seen that in many other cubes. My compression setting is about in the middle, and it's very springy, and it kind of reminds me of a more flexible and forgiving GAN cube. But it also has some characteristics in common with the Tornado V3 and the Damian V1. I've spent the last couple of months talking to the designer, testing a bunch of different configurations, and competing with this cube, and I have to say it's the most fun I've had with a 3x3 in a long time. Most of my time solving on this cube has been spent with one of several modded versions that I've been working on, but in this video I'm just using a stock standard one, and if I couldn't use a modded cube, this one would still be my main. You can probably also tell that it looks shiny despite being the standard version, and that's because this cube's matte plastic wears away in a few hundred solves, which is really nice because I like glossy, non-UV plastic the most. Overall, I'm really happy with this cube, and I hope this designer keeps it up. I'd love to see future releases from him.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna give my thoughts on these cubes. The HuDong, it's been in the office for a while and playing around with it. It's really grown on me. I think at the start of this video I was using the standard version and it seemed a little too uncontrollable. And I think I switched over to the UV maglev version and I was starting to get better times with it. I like how light and like crispy the cube feels, and I don't know, there's something about it. It looks really nice. I really like the center and the design of the cube, and yeah, I wouldn't main it, but definitely I like it. I was getting the times weren't that great, but I really like the feel of the puzzle. So between the two, they're both good. I prefer this one, the UV version.
Hey, it's Jules. A good FanXin cube was not on my list of 2024 cubing predictions, but yet here we are. If I were to describe this puzzle, it is simplicity at its finest, relying on a good cube straight out of the box instead of relying on gimmicks for you to mess up. I've already switched to it. I'm using the flagship, and honestly, I am having the time of my life with it. It checks off all the things that I like in a cube. It has really snappy magnets, it's lightweight, and maintains its stability under load while also being flexible. It does not look like it should be a stable cube, considering that it has a really aggressive center cutout, but it just refuses to pop and lock up hard. I'm not saying that popping and locking up hard is completely eliminated from the puzzle, because that really depends on how you turn, but it definitely can take a beating. The one thing I don't like about the HuDong is it doesn't react well to more complex loop setups, and it can gunk up really, really quickly. So if you're a fan of heavier turning puzzles, this isn't going to work well for you. And as a fan of angstrom loops, I was sorely disappointed. But hey, I'm willing to throw away my personal preferences for the sake of a really good puzzle, and less is more and all that jazz. All in all, this cube is the real deal, and I am very excited what you guys will think of it as well.
Hey guys, Damian here. So the HuDong, whenever we first got it, I was really impressed and I thought it was fantastic. The more I used it though, alongside the GAN 15, it actually started to feel pretty heavy and a little bit cumbersome, and I've gotten a few corner twists on it. I don't know if any will be included in this video because I only got so many good times. But It does corner twist on me, and that's something that I normally don't experience even with puzzles that are known for corner twisting. So that might be a small issue, but overall I think it's a great cube. The 3 different versions are pretty similar, except for some UV coating and maglev differences. But other than that, I think it's a great release, and I'm excited to see what FanXin comes out with next.
Hey guys, it's Jesse, and I think the HuDong is a pretty solid cube. So I think it's got a lot of good things going for it. It's got really nice clean turning and has a lot of flexibility, but it's still pretty stable and doesn't deform too much. It's also easy to control. It's not like super fast. It has a nice adjustment system. It also looks really cool visually. I think it has a very like unique look to it. It's very distinctive. So I would say like if you just want a cube that kind of stands out from like the sea of Moyu and Gan cubes that you see at competitions, this might be the cube for you. I kind of think this is like the more Tianma cube of this year, like new cube from a new designer that we weren't really expecting at all, and it kind of just surprised us. Like it was pretty good, and it's kind of just a unique cube to get. I also get pretty decent times on it, but I just personally don't enjoy solving on it that much. To me, the turning just has like a strange momentum to it. I can't quite get used to it. I don't know. I can't get used to the cube, and it also does kind of feel similar to a Tornado V3. I've just seen a lot of people mention the similarities between the mechanisms with the Tornado V3, and I can see it. It's definitely not the same, but it's pretty similar. It's just the HuDong is, I think, a lot more flexible than the TV3, which is a good thing. Also, another little nitpick I have with the cube, I don't like the center caps. I don't know if it's just me. It seems like I pop the center caps off when I solve on it, and no one else does that. But I don't know. I think they're annoying to put back in because they're completely circular. So you have to like look at the center cap and align the little notches and push it in. Like you can't just throw it on there like a normal center cap, and it's like if it happens in a solve, it's just an insta DNF for me. So it's really not that big of a deal. I just wish they were a little bit harder to remove. So yeah, overall I think this is like a 7.5 out of 10 for me. It's a pretty solid release, and it also has a really good price. So like I said, if you want a cube that kind of like stands out visually but also has really good performance, I think this is your cube. Anyway, that's it for me. See you guys later.